So, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. This is a review of Sonic 2. I'm pretty sure most people saw my Sonic 1 review, and I realized how horrible that was. So, in an attempt to wake up, here is Sonic 2, like I promised months ago. So, Sonic 2. Let's get into the story. Now, upon starting Sonic 2, there isn't that much story. You're just dropped into the game. The mobile port doesn't even do much to explain the story. According to the game's manual, apparently after Sonic defeats Dr. Eggman, Sonic just heads to an island called... I guess it's called South Island? No, it's not called South Island. It's West Island. And apparently it's a lot like Sonic's home... It's a lot like Sonic's home island, except full of a lot more stuff. Sonic ventures this new island only to find Tails, who will become a prominent figure in the Sonic franchise as the franchise keeps going on. Now, in order for Sonic to stop Dr. Eggman, because of course Dr. Robotnik just has to come back, because you cannot have a Sonic game without Dr. Robotnik in some way. Dr. Robotnik decides to kidnap the animals of the new island and pretty much turn them into robots. We get more variety of Badniks than Sonic 1, however, some Badniks from Sonic 1 get the boot here, which is kind of sad. As the game progresses, you'll go through different zones. You'll go through Emerald Hill Zone, which is just a more pretty green hill zone. You go through Emerald Hill Zone, which is just a much more pretty version of Green Hill Zone. You go through Chemical Plant Zone, which is where the game introduces boosters, which would pretty much change the Sonic community forever. Why, I will never tell you. Then you have Aquatic Ruin Zone. Aquatic Ruin Zone is this game's arbitrary water world, but surprisingly, Aquatic Ruin actually lets you bypass most of the water without even having to touch it. What's the point of a water world if you don't have to touch the water all the time? Then you have Casino Night Zone, or as I like to call it, the Gambling Zone. Yeah, Casino Night Zone just has gambling. It's a slot machines, pinball, and pachinko for whatever reason. I'm pretty sure the more later Sonic games would capitalize on the whole Casino Night trend of gambling. And that's where we go on now. That's surprisingly, after Casino Night Zone, we then go to Hilltop Zone, which has an annoying music track, but... Anyway, as you keep going, you get to Hilltop Zone. Hilltop Zone is, of course, a hilltop that takes place on a cliffside, but surprisingly has enemies and introduces that seesaw mechanic. Then you head to Mystic Cave Zone, and Mystic Cave Zone is probably for anyone who has played Sonic 2, Mystic Cave Zone is probably infamous in the Sonic community for that stupid death pit that pretty much traps players. It's become a meme in the Sonic community. However, in the mobile port, the mobile version takes you to Hidden Power Zone. Hidden Power Zone, originally planned for the original Sonic 2 on the Genesis, was cut due to production time. In fact, Hidden Power Zone is just one out of multiple scrap zones for Sonic 2. Sonic 2 was originally meant to plan to have lots of zones, around 16 zones, but eventually Sega of America and Sega Japan realized that was way too many zones for the cartridge to handle, so eventually they just had to scrap it down and make it terrible. But hey, we got a good variety of zones and not that much to go on. However, Hidden Power Zone does feature some unused Badniks that finally make their return, including a new boss fight, which is the only good thing I can say about it, because it's just boring to just go through these zones. Next is Oil Ocean Zone, and to rag on Oil Ocean Zone, yeah. Oil Ocean Zone is pretty much Eggman's oil base of operations. When I first saw Sonic 2, I always wondered what would happen if a lit matchstick just went into the oil. Well, Sonic Mania decides to clear up that answer by showing that the oil goes on fire, as if oil does in real life. Oil Ocean will be the death of my nightmare, because I remember playing Sonic 2 mobile, and I had this Oil Ocean Zone gave me a hard-ass time in the mobile version of Sonic 2. I hated Oil Ocean Zone due to the fact that, look at this. The entire Both acts of Oil Ocean were like gigantic mazes and labyrinths you couldn't escape from. It was like Labyrinth Zone. It's like Labyrinth Zone from Sonic 1 was just having an ordeal baby. And this is the result to that ordeal baby. It did not go well. Thankfully, Oil Ocean Zone doesn't land its stay. It's only just one annoying zone in the whole thing. And yeah, the zone has cannons and stuff, and also this zone is pretty notorious for a glitch that lets you go up in the sky and pretty much just skip straight to the end of Oil Ocean Act 1 and to the boss of Oil Ocean Act 2, pretty much negating everything. It's ridiculous. The level takes, wow, it's just, yeah. The boss of Oil Ocean is pretty much Eggman in a submarine. How more creative do you need to get? Anyways, upon beating this zone, Metropolis Zone. Metropolis Zone is the death of many Sonic 2 speedruns. Metropolis Zone is the only zone in the game to have free acts, and it's an annoying pain in the ass. Metropolis Zone has 3 enemies. First off, you have Star Spikes. Then you have these mecha crabs with these extendable arms that will always snipe in a hit. Asteroids aren't that bad, and then there's slicers. Slicers. The slicers are put in really inconvenient spots, and if you get caught by a slicer, then you're mostly losing more of your rings. The one problem is that you need those rings for checkpoints. And yes, checkpoints are how you get to the special stages. Yeah, that's something I didn't even talk about yet. In Sonic 2, there are 7 Chaos Emeralds. How do you get to the special stages? Well, you need to get 50 rings and then go to a checkpoint and have the checkpoint spawn these swirls, but you can only enter the swirls when you have 50 rings. And this game will push the limits on... This game will push your testing limits to see how far you can get with 50 rings to a checkpoint. And this, a Metropolis Zone, definitely pushes those limits to the extreme because Slicers and these crab enemies will just bombard you every goddamn waking second of the day, and Slicers will always snuck in a hit, even if you're careful, even if you have the shield power, even if you have invincibility, even if you time your jumps correctly, you're not gonna avoid this shit. It's stupid. This is the epitome of Sonic 2, and this is pretty much what every speedrunner has to deal with. The avoidability that this pretty much just sucks. The boss of Metropolis Zone is piss easy compared to the rest of the zone. Dr. Eggman sends out these little balloons, and then he starts firing hyper beams like he's in Pokemon. Rescue animals, and that's it. Anyways, on to Sky Chase Zone. It's only a 1-act zone, and this is complete easy compared to the hell you had to go through. It's pretty easy. Sky Chase Zone is just 1 act where it's the only time. This is the only flying stage in the game, which pretty much confuses many people back in 1992. I'm pretty sure this confused Sega fans back in 1992. This was the only flying stage in the game. And surprisingly, despite how easy it looks, it's actually kind of difficult due to the amount of these albatross enemies keep bombarding you, and these little propeller dudes and these tortoises riding turtles. The stage ends with the Wing Fortress Zone. Wing Fortress Zone is another 1-act zone, and this is the last time you'll see Tails throughout the game, which means the little buddy's gone, meaning that the rest of the game has Sonic. Wing Fortress Zone is Eggman's fleet of operations, and this is where the game pulls in that difficulty curve. The moment you fall off the beginning area is when the game says, yeah, we're taking the candy caps off you. You're on your own. It's pretty much like divorcing your wife. You're pretty much left on your own. The entire act is an onslaught of these cluck enemies that will shoot eggs like a gun. And not only that, there's these projectiles in the game. This act incorporates so many gameplay mechanics. I felt like if the developers were rushing so many gameplay mechanics at one point. I feel like I'm just having a dizzy headache at this point. I mean, sweet Jesus. And after you reach what I think is the second to last checkpoint, and however damn long this goddamn level goes on, you finally get to a checkpoint, and it's probably like the last checkpoint, and there you go. There's Dr. Eggman. This is the boss of Wing Fortress. You pretty much gotta hit this thing while it spawns his little spiky balls, and it also shoots his hyper beam. shoots Pokemon Hyper Beam, which I'm pretty sure Nintendo will copyright and file lawsuit against. You wish. Anyway, Sonic gets onto Eggman's rocket ship. Is this NASA or something? I don't know, but I tell you not. And there is Death Egg Zone, the last zone in the game, and it's the last 1X zone in the game. Here you fight the last 2 bosses. Mecha Sonic, Robo Sonic, who is piss easy unless you... Robo Sonic is piss easy only for the fact that you can just abuse the spin dash and get tons of easy hits. See, there, that's just it. And then you go on and Dr. Robotnik gets freaking pissed, and look at him, he just runs faster than Sonic. What is this? And then Dr. Robotnik enters the Death Egg Robot, the final boss of Sonic 2, and this will piss the ever-living hell out of you. The problem with this boss fight is that Death Egg Robot is way too high to hit. Even with Sonic's normal jumping, this thing takes 16 hits to die, and you need to land those 16 hits correctly because you have no rings. You gotta be careful with this. You gotta be careful with Dr. Robotnik's enemy robot. Not only that, it will try to lock on target you and try to ground pound you. It also shoots its arm claws, and it will walk slowly, marching closely to you. Also, can I just tell you about this music? This music is badass. Once you land that final hit, the Death Egg begins to explode, and Sonic hightails the hell out of there. And here we are, the credits. Anyways, yeah, it's pretty cool back in 1992. Let me touch on the special stages. The special stages are a pain in the ass. The special stages have this half-pipe look, and to get past the special stages, you need to get a certain amount of rings to pass a toll. If you can't pass the toll, then bam, you're out of the special stage, and the game forces you out there like, sorry, stupid. This is the epitome, and I feel the Sonic 2 special stages start off easy by special stage 1 and 3, but by special stage 4, I feel like the developers were getting a bit too frisky and making the special stages way too difficult. If you can beat them all, you get Super Sonic, and Super Sonic wrecks everything. Super Sonic is invincible, but is not immune to crushing, drowning, and overall boundless pits. Anyways, what do I think of Sonic 2? I give Sonic 2 a 10 out of 10. It's a classic, and it ranks up there with Mario, Metroid, Castlevania, and the other games. Yeah, that's weird how I mentioned Castlevania. Anyways, this is my review of Sonic 2. See you guys next time, and I promise to do the Sonic 3 review. So yeah, there you go. There's the end of my Sonic 3, and this is the end of my Sonic 2 review. And I'll probably see you guys next time when I do a Sonic 3 and Knuckles review. I'll probably split Sonic 3 into its own review and make Sonic and Knuckles its own review. I'm also mentioning Sonic 3 and Knuckles into a combined review. Anyways, we get to watch the credits. It's satisfying to watch the credits. It's just, like, good. It doesn't really attempt to add gameplay like in Sonic 1's credits, but it's a satisfying ending credits, and it's just awesome to see the work and effort Sega put in back then. Oh yeah, Dreams Come True. That's a band that really helped out in the sound production. Anyways, this is the Sonic 2 review. I give the game a 10 out of 10. And if the audio would sound terrible, I am very sorry if I made the audio sound terrible, but this is a review, and I finally made a promise that I did months ago, and I finally got that promise back up. So, this is the Sonic 2 review. I'll see you guys next time. Enjoy, have a lovely day. I'm Yadiel Gaming, and I'm signing out. And enjoy the last of the credits. I'll see you guys next time.